The tragedy in Las Vegas has sparked discussion about gun laws and raised awareness about devices called bump stocks.
Bump stocks, they are what the gunman apparently used to increase his firepower. During the attack on Sunday, they claimed 58 lives and injured more than 400. And now lawmakers are considering legislation aimed at bump stocks, and even the NRA says it's open to those regulations.
WFMZ's Tom Rader is live on the 69 News Sky Deck with more on the devices. Tom.
Rob and Wendy, following a horrific mass shooting, both sides on the gun control debate voice their opinions, but following this most recent event in Las Vegas, a little-known piece of equipment has now entered that discussion. The term bump stock has entered the lexicon following the horrific mass shooting in Las Vegas. It's a device that was utilized by the shooter, but for those unfamiliar with guns, what exactly is it?
Well, a bump stock, it basically replaces your regular butt stock on an AR-15.
George Gonzalez owns Firearms Defense Industry in Oley Township and explains in more detail what it does when used with a semi-automatic rifle. Without a bump stock, the weapon fires
one round at a time as fast as you can squeeze the trigger.
According to Gonzalez, when a bump stock replaces the butt stock on a rifle, it then fires
one round at a time, except this time it's being propelled by the recoil.
Therefore, he says it does not turn a semi-automatic into an automatic.
The gun remains a semi-automatic. You are actually depressing the trigger once at a time.
The accessory continues to spark debate among lawmakers. Republican U.S. Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania released a statement encouraging more potential hearings on the item, saying, quote, "While I am generally skeptical of banning firearms or firearm accessories outright, I am certainly open to Congress holding hearings to learn more about bump stocks and related matters." Multiple reports say Pennsylvania's Democratic U.S. Senator Bob Casey plans to co-sponsor legislation to ban the sale of bump stocks. He spoke about gun control on Tuesday.
Is there nothing that we can do? No law. Nothing that we can do. Because that's really what has become the point of view of one side of this debate.
And that debate is sure to continue at both the state and federal level in the weeks and months ahead. Reporting live in Reading, Tom Rader, 69 News.
At Relic Hunter Firing Line in Copley,
I have 4 of them.
There's been an increased interest in bump stocks.
It's 2 pieces of plastic that replace your stock and your grip on an AR-15 style rifle, and all it does is sort of simulate full auto. It's not actually full auto, that's why it's legal.
Owner Gerard Stetzelberger says until now, bump stocks were considered by many gun owners to be gimmicky because the way they're operated seriously compromises accuracy. But after it was discovered bump stocks were used in the Las Vegas massacre and talk of banning the devices began, people have been inquiring. Lehigh Valley gun owners we spoke to are divided on a ban.
I really would have to agree with that. In thinking about that, I really don't see a practical need for that.
My thought is if a person really wants an item, it's out there to be had.
Stetzelberger is against a ban. He says he doesn't think banning bump stocks would have prevented the Las Vegas massacre.
I think people have to see something wrong and say something, and I think this could have been prevented that way. Somebody has to know something that this guy was thinking. And somebody could have prevented the guns from getting into that hotel.
The National Rifle Association has criticized calls for more gun control, but has also asked the ATF to review bump stocks to determine if they comply with federal law. Jackie Ferris, 69 News.